everyone. My name is Faye. I'm from an organization called BARA. We're based here in Birmingham. We have people that come from all over the world, and refugees, asylum seekers. We are in this fight because most of our people are living experience of being asylum seekers. I am the chairperson of BARA. I arrived in this country in March 2014, and I applied for asylum straight away on the day that I arrived. And now I'll be 9 years in this country. I still don't have status. I have my children who have grown up here. I have my granddaughters, my granddaughters, they've grown up here in this country. It's not easy. It is really, really not easy because we don't live a normal life. We are limited to the things that we can do. Our children are only allowed to get educated to a certain level because once they finish college, they cannot access student finance, and that is very, very heartbreaking. Especially if I say that I've been here for almost 9 years, so which means I have children that have finished, that have been educated here, and by the grace of God, because of my resilience, I sent them to uni without status. And I thought, if my life can be on hold, my children's lives cannot be on hold. One of them is graduating on the 19th of July, because when he started at uni, he was fortunate enough because he had enthusiasm, and they ended up giving him something called sanctuary. So which means he ended up finishing his undergraduate degree. But where to from here? Nowhere. What can he do? Nothing, because he cannot work. He cannot go again back to uni to study because he still cannot access. If he wants to do masters now, he can't access student finance. So you get put in a position where you think, must you keep your children at home? Because you keep on hoping that one day you're going to get your status. I never knew when I got into this country that I can live for 9 years with my life on hold. I never knew it will happen to me. So, and then you think, what if your children are sitting at home when they finish college? What will they be in this society? Because God knows when we'll ever get status. So what will they be when that time comes? But you just have to keep the faith that one day we will get status, because that is what we're hoping for. And now with all these deportations, Rwanda, and we had Zimbabwe people sent back. Some of our members were sent back. Some of our members were just excluded just before the flight, just before the charter left. But no one is safe. I don't know how many times I've been to Liverpool. You keep on putting the claim, and then you are refused, and then you are told you are lying, and then you have to come up with another story, and it's called a fresh claim, and then you put it, and then you keep on hoping that something is going to happen, something positive. And yeah, some of our members are very, very fortunate. But to think that people live in this country for 15 years fighting the asylum system, and then you get given 2.5 years leave to remain, when you've already wasted 15 years sometimes, it's just shocking. And we have skills that we want to integrate with the community and be something in life. And but we are limited. We are limited because we cannot do, we cannot, there's things that we cannot do. Some of us, we go through something that is called mental health, but we have our own coping mechanism that we have to cope, because we also can, if Prince Harry says that he did not know how to access help for his wife. Who am I as an asylum seeker? Where can I go if I find that my mind is not going okay? But I'm grateful that I have my children here with me. So it makes me strong, and it gives me the strength to continue fighting. Because I know that even if I'm not fighting for myself, I'm already over 50, I'm already approaching 60. Even if it's not for me, I just know that I'm fighting for my children. But you just have to hope every time that you're strong enough until that day that you get status, because God forbid if anything happens to me now, I don't know what will happen to my children. I always pray that God just keep me so that I live to see my children live a normal life, because they're now in their 20s and they came here young, and they did not know that their life was going to change like this. And I also did not know. I was really, really hoping that the hostile environment that is happening, that we will get status eventually. So we are grateful for organizations that are supporting us, that are there with us. We don't lose hope. Nelson Mandela was in prison for 27 years, but he knew that one day he was going to come out. And he always used to say it looked impossible. And for us, it looks impossible, but with hope and faith, we believe that one day it's possible. And Bara is very, very grateful to work with a number of organizations that are represented here, because this is where we meet and with the people who are in the same situation as us, and then we talk about the same thing, and then we all share the same problem. So it makes us feel happy just to be together and to come to gatherings like this, where we know that there's people that are fighting for us, that are understanding our struggle. Thank you very much.